Is it possible to walk through a very simple example scenario of, let's say, common stock, preferred stock, 1x preferred stock, 2x liquidation, just to make anyone listening understand what does that liquidation preference mean, and then what it would mean for common stock? I don't know if it's possible to have a very simple example.
Yeah, we'll do a really fast one.
Yeah.
You hear the big number, $40 million exit.
Yeah.
Okay? So that you take that $40 million number, and then you immediately have to use that money to close out. So this is for, say, a true exit. Some company is buying your company and they just want to take over the thing. You have to take that $40 million and you have to use you're probably cash negative or zero, and that's how these startups work. So immediately you have to spend that $40 million on all your employees, all your debt, all your contracts, everything. So,
and debt is always at the top, right? Is my understanding?
Yes. So that, your legal fees, your broker, their legal fees. So I mean, people don't realize how much that number gets lopped immediately because they don't think of, oh yeah, well, all these employees have their salary. We have the lights. We have to get out of this lease now, all that, right? So that eats up a pretty big chunk. Then you do the waterfall. So as I said, debt is first. And that could be hard bank debt. It could be convertible notes that didn't get paid out yet, something like that. Then you have the first round of preferred stock. When you have non-participating liquidation preferences, what that says is, say I bought that preferred stock at $5 a share. The liquidation preference is just that $5 times the liquidation preference.
Got it.
And I have to get that money before anything passes by me to go lower. So if it's 1x, those investors get their money back. Simply.
Yeah.
They just get their money back. And that's where they are. But every time you add anything above 1x, that is a guaranteed return for the investor. So if it's 1.5, they are guaranteed $7.50 per share before the money pushes down.
Got it.
That's the big killer, because multiple rounds of that obviously eats it up. Because what you want to...
And this is a liquidation preference on what their input or buy price was.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
What their buy price was. So obviously the buy price should increase every round with that, right? So it goes down this waterfall.
And it goes from the latest round first.
It depends. They can fight to be above them in the waterfall or equal. That's a big leverage thing, right? So, but what happens next is, if it's, say you got them all to say 1x, usually what happens is they all will do their 1x liquidation. They all get paid their
money back.
And then their shares convert into common.
Got it.
And then all of common shares the rest.
Got it.
So if not, they just get their preferred and then they're out, and then it goes to common.
In this conversion, are there any multipliers on the conversion? Let's say I bought 10 stocks and I got paid out my liquidation preference. I just have 10 common stock, or is there any scenario where I could now have 100 common stock?
I've not seen a multiplier, but they could probably do that.
Okay, sweet.
So what would happen is, say those shares all get paid out and then they jump down back into the common pool, and then you simply take the number that's left over and you put it into the common. That's what happens, right? So I'll give you...
So in an example, let's say there's 100 shares left in common and there's 10 million left to pay out.
Yeah.
So it'd just be 10 million by 100.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
It's very simple. So then it doesn't matter on what their buy price was or anything. Every common just shares it. So one of the big concerns, though, is that if preferred eats up a lot of the
capital,
and then the founders are getting exit bonuses or grants into the new company or just nice salaries there, they'll take that and they won't fight to make sure that the equity plan gets paid out, equity plan gets canceled, advisors, anyone with those kind of low percentage. So what I will tell people is, I want, more often than not, and you can do this because this is all contractual, you can just say, I don't care that they had common, I want to carve out something to pay all the employees as if they would have gotten this, something like that. There needs... Without that, I'm telling you, waterfall drains real fast. But that's how it works. So that's how you want to think about when you create that preferred stock wall, you are truly creating a contractual dam before anything gets to you and the rest of the common.
Makes sense.